Welcome to the real side of wealth creation. If you're tired of watching all of these people getting that bag, making all of this coin online, and you're wondering, what am I missing? There has got to be some secret sauce. There has got to be some moves these people are making that I don't know about. Oh, there are. And I'm going to expose them for you today. If you're still trading time for money only, if you're still believing that grinding harder is the only answer to success, you're playing checkers while the ultra wealthy are playing quantum chess. But today, I'm going to teach you how to hack this matrix. You see, there's an algorithm to wealth, a code that the elite have been using to generate millions, while the rest of the world is still stuck in this hamster wheel of hustle culture. I used to be stuck there too. And guess what? I'm about to commit the ultimate act of wealth rebellion. I'm going to break it down for you piece by piece and tell you everything I wish I knew before I know what I know now that would have changed my life so much sooner, that would have generated so much more wealth and abundance and freedom and space and peace for me, where I wasn't always looking on the outside, wondering, what are these people doing? And being equally fascinated, a little jealous, and perplexed. Over this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the script on what you think you know about wealth creation. Let's go, baby. What up, my people, my posse, my fellow crazies? It's your host, Tiffany Carter, and this is the show that is going to help you grow your business, your bank account, that big, beautiful brain of yours, your abundance, your relationships, and everything in between. Woo! My biggest Black Friday sale of all time has officially launched right now, today for you. What if I told you that in just months from now, you could be watching sales notifications pop up when you wake up in the morning, while you're at brunch, while you're luxuriating, while you're living the lifestyle that you're dreaming about, taking trips wherever you want, whenever you want on your desired time frame without having to lose money in the process. In fact, you make more while doing less. This is your wake up call. The ProjectME Posse business coaching membership isn't just another thing to join that you get lost in the crowd and you never really show up. That's not how I designed this thing. This is a true group coaching experience in the form of a membership. This is your all access pass to the kind of wealth creation that doesn't require trading time for money. I'm talking about turning your zone of genius, turning your gifts, skills, passions, talents, and expertise in a 24/7 money making machine. But here's the thing, this offer is not going to last long. I'm only opening the doors to 33 new members who are ready to stop playing small and start building your empire. When you join the Project Me Posse business and money coaching relationship right now, you're not just getting access to my proven systems for online wealth creation, my emotional based sales techniques, my best manifestation trainings and teachings. You're also getting over $2,800 in Lux bonus gifts that will catapult your success. My brand new exclusive In the Abundance Zone 90-day guided journal and planner with a super fun sticker pack. You are getting the first printable edition for free. You're also getting my winning launch formula masterclass and calendar system to be able to know exactly what to do to launch anything online and have it be a successful launch, how to time it, what to post, all the things, plus my game changing ideal client magnifier system, my brand new abundance shower and bath meditation series. And this is going to take your meditations to a whole nother level while you're multitasking, assuming that you already bathe on a regular basis. But listen closely. Once these spots are gone, they are gone. No exceptions, no wait lists, no second chances until next year. The clock is like literally ticking on this offer. So are you ready to stop watching others live out their dream life and cash in online? Are you going to declare right now that it's time for you to start cashing in online and treating your business like a true business and stop toe dipping? Or are you going to stay stuck in the maybe someday loop, or I'll do it when, or I'll try to figure it out? What do you want? I can't make you do it, but I can show you the way. Join the ProjectME Posse business and money coaching relationship right now with our exclusive Black Friday link that will expire. It's projectmewithtiffany.com/Black Friday 24. You can swipe up. The link is in the show notes. It's here in the description on YouTube, on Project Me TV. And I also have it in my link in bio on TikTok and Instagram at Project Me with Tiffany. If you go to the link and it says full, that means there are no new spots left and you will not be able to join. I would pause this episode, go there now, get in here. We have an annual membership option, which is the most popular because you get 2 months for free plus extra bonuses. And then there's also a month-to-month option for my commitment folks. You have no excuse. I'm showing you the way. Let's go, baby. This episode isn't some motivational believe and achieve fairy tale, okay? This isn't about just vision boards and manifesting abundance. This is about the concrete and clear strategies that the wealthy use to build major cash and major security while they sleep. These are the same strategies that I have used and I have taught to thousands and thousands and thousands of people worldwide. This is why I have over $250 million in sales at this point. So I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the script on what you think you know about making a lot of money. We're talking some stealth moves, some hidden leverage points, and stuff that they just don't teach you in school, and things that people won't share with you. You know, there's a lot of people, even though they have success and money, that they kind of are scroogey about it. They don't really want to share it with other people, or they want to require you to have to pay them tens and tens of thousands of dollars to teach you this stuff. And that is not an abundant mindset to me. My belief over here is yes, you can join my programs. You can join my Posse membership. Obviously, I have my biggest holiday sale of all time going on right now, but I believe in also giving you the tools and serving it to you straight inside my free content so that you can get started immediately. And it takes away the excuse in your brain of you saying, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what these people are doing. I know they're doing something. What am I missing here? I want you to have the code. Why wouldn't I? There's more than enough for all of us. In fact, the more money you make, the more you generate, the more you're vibrating on a higher level and feel so good and engaged in life, the more people you're helping and the better this world becomes. There's not a cap on the amount of abundance. Just because there's a couple wealthy people in your family, that doesn't mean there isn't room for everyone to be wealthy. Just because there's a lot of people in your current industry that are super well known and successful, that doesn't mean there isn't room for one more. Look at even the beauty industry, the makeup industry. There are always new makeup lines and potions and lotions and lip glosses coming into the market. There is always room for something fresh, something unique, something genuine, something real, and people want it more than ever. And you know what is even the playing ground? As much as we can shit on social media and how it's impacted our mental health and how it causes stress and comparisonitis and all this stuff. And I'm not denying that if overused or if used from a scarcity mindset, it can't cause those things. But what it's done is it has allowed us to be able to create online businesses or online marketing, even for physical service-based businesses for free. That has evened the playing field. You don't have to be some multi-billion-dollar corporation with fancy advertising firms and hundreds and millions of dollars in a marketing budget. You can be Carol, who lives in bumfuck Minnesota, who has come up with a solution for being able to regrow healthy hair and be able to become a millionaire in under a year. You can be someone who is a realtor in a highly saturated city, but because you have really created a online brand persona, you stand out and you attract your ideal clients and you become known in your space. because you're a healer and you're someone who feels like, oh, everyone is doing this kind of healing work. There's already so many people doing it. But because you have a unique take, you have a unique stance because of your own unique persona, and you learn actually how to market yourself and package and share your offers and gifts online. People connect to you, people feel your energy, and they can't help but buy from you. There are billions and billions of people online every minute of every day. All you need is a micro fraction of people to see your stuff statistically in order for you to make $1 million a year. This is not from my ass, from my ass. This is an actual fact. It is impossible to not make exceptional money online, at the very least $15,000 consecutive, consistent months, if you follow the strategies that I teach inside my ProjectME Posse business and money coaching membership. Period. End of story. All of it is in there for you. I don't hold it back. And what I've done is this unique concept where everyone is pooling their money together. So you get tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars worth of my intellectual property, my teachings, my unique trainings, in order for you to be able to get it at such a fraction of the cost. If you do the month to month, it's $3.33 a day. If you do our most popular option of the annual membership, you get 2 months for free, and it ends up being like $2 a day. This is unheard of. And you can't have the excuse anymore that you don't know what to do and you're overwhelmed and you're not sure what to focus on. And there's all these things. You don't need to do all of these things. All you need to do is systematically certain things, less is more, income generating activities in order to get you to that next level. And as you grow and you're bringing in more money, well, then of course you can hire people that are going to help take away tasks in your business, that are going to help execute things in your business. And then you create more space to expand and do more things. But the number one problem that blocks people from making a crap ton of money is you're looking at the overall big picture. You're trying to swallow an entire elephant, which is impossible. You're like, there's no way I can do that. If someone presents you with a beautiful T-bone steak, and yes, I'm very hungry right now, at a restaurant, the thought of, I have to eat all of this in one bite, well, you can't. You would choke, you would die. It's not even possible. And therefore, you get frozen and you're stuck, and there's no way you can do it. We have to cut it up into smaller bites. You need to carefully chew so you digest, so you don't feel sick. And this is no different in business. You're being systematic in the steps. And if you start looking at the shiny object, but I have to do this and I have to be on all these platforms, and now I have to do video marketing over here, and I have to do Pinterest over here, and now I have to have a blog, and now I have to have a website, blah, 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 and then you completely short circuit, your nervous system becomes dysregulated, you go into a freeze response, and then nothing happens. Then you blame your ADHD, you blame your procrastination, then you end up stuck and you put yourself in perpetual victim mode and frozen mode. And you have to make a choice right now today to say, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not doing this anymore. I recognize I do have a pattern of these things that are preventing me from having the life I want, the lifestyle I want, the cash I want, the freedom I want, the legacy I want, the business I want. And I'm 100% committed to doing something different starting right now today. You are in your best season of abundance at any time you decide to be. Right now is the peak money making season of the year. The online space is only growing literally by hundreds of billions of dollars. It is not slowing down. You aren't too late. You are actually here at the perfect time. And in order for you to start monetizing, whether it's an existing business you have or you're starting from scratch, if you are wanting to bring in the cash and the leads of ideal clients online, there are certain steps that you need to take. one step at a time. Stop looking at the overall picture of how am I going to get from here A to point Z. I don't want you to fucking think about Z. I did the same thing. That's why it took me 10 years to start Project Me with Tiffany Carter, the podcast, and Business Coaching Academy. It's not because I didn't even have the money. I couldn't even use that as an excuse. I already had an existing business that I still have today. I've had it 17 years. It's my 8-figure branding and marketing agency that specializes in the medical and health supplement field. So I even was an entrepreneur, which actually was kind of almost working against me because I built that first business by working harder and not smarter. So it also terrified me. But if I was like, how am I going to have and how am I going to monetize this podcast? And I really want to do this thing. How about we just start by having a name of the show and really look at who are we going to talk to? What is the subject matter that we're going to focus? What is our whole point of it? What are we wanting to help people with? What is that look of the podcast cover going to be? What are the titles of the first 3 episodes? Are we going to edit it ourselves? Are we going to hire someone to edit it for us? Oh, I don't know what tech to use. I don't know. Well, fun fact, those things are all very simple and Googleable. So the first thing that I want you to do with a goal that you have, whether it is a new offer in an existing business or you're starting from scratch, again, it doesn't matter. So don't tell yourself that story. You're simply going to create a list. What do I have to do even to get this thing out there? What do I have to do to even get this brand or product launched? What is required? Don't go down the path of, well, like, how am I going to make money from it? I need to make money from it. What am I going to sell? What am I going to do? If you don't have a community and an audience built up to sell to, it doesn't matter what you're going to sell. You have no one to sell to. The priority needs to be the audience, the customer base, the people, the nurturing, the building of trust, the connection. It's like if you don't have a network of people to network with in order to get listings so that you can make money as a realtor, well, it doesn't matter how you're going to sell your first house. Your first priority is by doing things and putting yourself in target rich environments and doing marketing in order to build an audience and get high quality leads. Something that I wrote this down when I was taking notes for this episode. And I know I sound a little bit like I'm yelling at you guys. And if you've been a long time listener, you know, I'm not yelling at you. I'm very passionate about this because I didn't know these things. And if someone spelled these things out for me this bluntly, it would have saved me so much time, like years of time and a shit ton of money. And that's why it's so important to learn from someone that you like their teaching style, you like their coaching style, you feel comfortable with them, you find them somewhat entertaining at least, because guess what? This gets to be fun. And that's the second one before I go into this note that I want to share with you. You forget that this is supposed to be fun. In fact, the more fun you have, the more money you make. If it ain't fun, go work for someone else. Seriously, it has to feel fun for you. I'm not saying you don't have shitty days, infuriating days, all the tech blows up, someone screws you over, you get a bad review. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. Of course that happens. But if this doesn't feel fun and what you're creating doesn't feel fun for you, like the journey of it, the building of the audience, the building of the community, the creating of the offer, the sharing of your offer, the writing the messaging, the learning how to do these things, which are top tier income generating skills that can never be taken away from you that you can apply to any business, which is what I teach inside my ProjectME Posse business and money coaching membership. You are learning the skill of how to create messaging and packaging offers and your brand in a way to attract your ideal clients and get sales on repeat. The second big skill that you learn in there that can be applied to any business at any time in any industry is creating profitable content so that your pieces of content are all out there, from emails to videos to static posts to blogs, whatever it is. so that those things are little salespeople making money for you all through the night, and you start building that up over time. That's what creates that passive income for you. That's what creates a lead generating machine. That's what creates a trust building funnel where you're taking a complete stranger, converting them into an ideal client on repeat, and you have no idea who this person is. And then being able to scale that where you start doing it by the tens of people. And then you see what's working, and then you refine it. And now you've got it by the dozens. You refine it even further. Now you got it by the hundreds. Then you've got it by the thousands. Then at that point, it makes sense to bring in ads to put even more fuel on the fire. And now you go into tens of thousands and the hundreds of thousands if you so choose. And now you are printing money. You're making more money than you ever thought was possible. But none of that's going to happen if you don't learn these skills and you continue to try to figure it out by watching a bunch of videos and posts and Googling, by you continuing to study my stuff and going, oh, let's see what she does and I'll emulate that. Or, oh, I should do a version of this, that, or the other. Why would you do that when I am offering you something to show you exactly how? Like, it doesn't even make sense, especially when it's being offered at this insane of a level. You couple that with my money manifesting and abundant exercises, where we're shifting your mindset into one out of fear, into one into self-belief, into one of abundance, between my brand new guided journal, between my shower and bath meditations, plus all the practical strategy. It's literally a no-brainer. Go to projectmewithtiffany.com/Black Friday 24, first 33 people, and then it's done. Once this membership is full, it's full, and the page will say so. This is not a membership with thousands of people in it. Otherwise, in integrity, I couldn't call it a group coaching membership. So that's designed to have the feel of it, because I know your asses need accountability. I want you guys being able to develop relationships with one another. So then you guys can go on each other's podcasts. You guys can share ideas with one another. We have Posse members that team up and launch things together. We have Posse members that go on Instagram lives together, that do TikTok lives together. You have ideal clients that are inside the Posse. This is a safe space that is designed for my people who've always felt like they were a little different than the rest. I call the Posse, we're the land of the misfit toys. We know we're a little different. We think different. Our brains are crazy, my fellow crazy brain people. And we also get to monetize the absolute fuck out of it. So here's the note I took. Those of you probably aren't going to like what I have to say here that I put inside this note. And if you don't like it, you actually were meant to hear it the most. Okay. If you have a business or you want a business, you're in sales. Period. End of story. So either if you want to have a business of some sort, even if you're doing like affiliate sales, you're an affiliate for someone else's stuff, you're in sales. If you have an existing business, I don't care if it's a healing profession. I don't care if you're a medical professional. I don't care if you're someone who reads someone's energy. I don't care if you're someone who does website design. I don't care if you're a Reiki healer. You are in sales. There's nothing wrong with that. That's part of business. Your job is to be able to convey in a way that your ideal clients feel safe, heard, and understood, capture, captivate, get their attention by you speaking their language, right? With messaging that is genuine and sincere to your brand, your people. And this also includes your visual branding, and having them go, okay, you've got my attention and I'm listening, and sharing with them how you can help them with their current struggles and get closer to their core desired outcome. That's sales. There's just this weird connotation that has occurred with the word sales. Like, that means something bad. That means you're money hungry. That means all that you care is what you can get from someone versus what you can give. That's bullshit. And you continuing to subscribe to that or feeling the ick around that, that in of itself is holding you back. I need you to be bold and say, you know what? I am in sales. I have a business. This is a for-profit business. My business has to make money. In fact, nonprofits have to make money. How else do you think all the administrative team is paid in a nonprofit? How do you think that charities keep going and churches keep going? There needs to be money for these things. And say, yes, I can have both. It's not black and white, it's not either or. I get to make a substantial amount of money that allows me to lead the lifestyle that feels so good and juicy and abundant and freeing and exhilarating and fun for me and my family, while I also help people doing blank. It's both. And this doesn't mean any type of way. So part of this wealth code, when we're looking at the mindset side of it, is to really own the fact of, I get to make a lot of money doing this. I get to monetize my gifts, skills, passions, and expertise. Like, I deserve to. Of course I am. And claim your slice of the pie. But if you're back here going, well, all I really want to do is help people. And like, it's great if I get paid, but like, I don't want to charge anyone like too much. And you're all sheepish about it. You're being wishy-washy with the universe. And that's why it's not happening. And people are buying based on your conviction and your energy and your excitement around what you do and who you help and how you help them and what makes you different and why they should work with you and why they should buy from you, whether it's a product, a physical product, a digital product, a service, a source, even you holding space. And you have to own that within yourself first. You really have to take time in doing that. And my brand new abundance journal and planner is designed to help you do that. That's why we made it a 90-day planner. Okay. And it's strategically designed to get you in the abundance zone and have you stay there, because you vacillating, like, you'll have 2 hours in the abundance zone. Then you go back into self-doubt, self-deprivation. I'm not good enough. Who am I to do this? And then maybe you have a half an hour in the abundance zone and then you slip back. That's not going to cut it. At what point are you going to make a declaration for yourself? And no one can do this for you. Okay. Where you're saying, I get to have a slice of the pie. I get to monetize this. I get to make a lot of money doing this. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to make a lot of money because I'm a good person. I'm going to do good things with that money. I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to have the house I want and the experiences that I want and the clothes I want and the food I want and the continuing education I want. But I'm also going to do great things in the world. And that's how it works. You feeling some type of way about making money off helping other people and feeling weird about it and feeling bashful about it and feeling like something is wrong about it, that's going to keep you in an impoverished state. That's going to keep you in debt. That's going to keep you paycheck to paycheck. Next thing, the spending money. Yes, you do have to spend money to make money. There, I said it. Truth, facts, bing, bang, boom, done. One of the things that held me back the most is I would say, well, once I make more money, well, once I get another 2 clients, then I'll start the podcast. Well, once I have this many millions in the bank, then I will do this. And if and when, and if and that, and when and this, and bullshit. If you really want what you say you want, you will figure out a way to make it happen. You will bet on yourself. No one is coming to rescue you. You can't sit there and go, well, if I won the lotto, I would do it. I said shit like this. Well, that you're putting those kind of odds on the table for your life. You have more of a chance of being struck by lightning statistically than winning the lotto. So you're going to put those kind of odds in line and hold yourself back from what is already yours. Abundance is already here for you. It is literally sitting right here for you. If you're watching me on ProjectME TV on YouTube, you're seeing my like extreme level of hand talking over here. Okay. But you have to make yourself a match for it and you have to claim it. You're kind of half claiming it. Wanting it isn't the same as claiming it. Dreaming about it isn't the same as claiming it. Fantasizing about it, not the same as claiming it. It feels nice. It's a temporary dopamine hit, but it's not the same. Claiming it is you're taking action towards it. And there is no in between there. You're taking action. You're like, you know what? I'm joining the posse. Why wouldn't I? At the very least, do the month to month option, right? I mean, the best option is the annual. You get more bonuses, you get 2 months free, plus you are cementing in your commitment to yourself by signing up for the annual option. But I have made this offer so irresistible that you not taking it should make you question yourself. Why would I not do this? When it's this obvious, Tiffany is like handing me the keys to this. Why I can't use an excuse anymore that I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I need support. I need some help with this. I need more guidance. I need to get better at this skill. I know I have an idea and I have some things going on, but I need to see how to scale this. I need to know how to get more of a volume of my ideal clients. I need to really, truly treat this like a business and not a jobby, a time and energy sucking hobby. And you don't make the move, do you really want it that badly? Because that's what that's saying to me. Because if you come up with an excuse of, well, I'm so busy right now, I don't know if I'll have the time for the trainings. Oh, well, I don't want to spend more money right now. I already spent money on another program and on a coach and something, and I don't feel like, I really utilized it or I didn't think it was that great. Those are all just excuses, right? If someone says they can't afford it, they don't have time, what you're really saying is, it's not important enough for me to find a way to figure this out right now. And why is that? Why isn't it important enough? Why isn't the lifestyle that you want, the abundance you want, being able to open up your world, your family's world, into being able to have an option-filled life? Why isn't that important enough to you? And I'm not criticizing you. If you don't want to have a business and you have no desire to monetize anything online, you have no desire to have a TikTok shop, you have no desire to even be an affiliate marketer, you have no desire to be a coach, you don't want to do any of it. You want to work for someone behind the scenes and take a paycheck and that's it. There is nothing wrong with that. I have people who work for me that do that. That's great. That's an important thing to know of your place in this world. But you also have to be okay with the results of that. You will not be wealthy that way. In order to be wealthy, you have to be able to leverage yourself, your intellectual property, your brand, your community, your offerings, your skills, your expertise into making money, whether you are actively working or not. While I'm even doing this podcast, talking to you right now, I am making thousands of dollars from my content that's out there, from my free trainings that are out there, from funnels that I have set up, from some ads that I have set up at this point. You don't have to have ads until you reach a certain level. In fact, I teach you in the Posse not to. Okay, that was a big mistake that I've made, is spending money in the wrong places thinking it would magically get me somewhere. But to think that you don't need to spend money to make money, and then for you to tell yourself, well, I can't because I don't have a lot of money and only the rich get richer because they have money to be able to spend to make money. No, it's the people who are resourceful who find a way. I had to use credit cards to start my first business. No one was going to give me a loan at that time. This was 17 years ago. I was considered a quackadoodle. Okay. No, especially as a woman. And it wasn't a conventional business. Okay. I was creating an agency that was run virtually in order to be able to keep the costs down for my clients. And that was part of the unique value proposition of it. So it's not like I had an office building and it wasn't this normal conventional business setup. I could have said, no one's going to give me a loan and I can't get one. And I have no one to support me and my family. And I don't have a husband and I have no one who's going to give me money and who's going to pay my bills. And I just need to stay in corporate. And now I'm stuck here forever. Heck no. You know what I did instead? How can I do this? How can I get crafty? How can I let myself free from this corporate cage? How is this possible? Obviously, millions of other people have done it who were in far more compromising positions than me. There has got to be a way. And so I used credit cards strategically, and thank God for them. And now there's so much more available between Klarna, between PayPal credit. You can do so many things in order to be able to do it. But yeah, you are strategically spending money in order to get there faster because you're taking away the learning curve. Like using me as an example and my ProjectME Posse business and money coaching membership, you're learning two of the highest income generating skills possible by joining, right? By joining and implementing and improving and practicing and participating, right? No one can ever take that away from you. Literally, you will make money for decades and decades to come from these skills. Same with my signature program, Selling with Soul, that's launched towards the beginning of each year. I only launch that once a year. You are literally getting certified in my emotional based sales techniques. You're learning how to sell in a way that feels good to you and your ideal client. When you learn an income generating skill like that, you can never not make money. Now, could you, through trial and error and maybe working for other people over the course of many years, figure this stuff out on your own? Sure. But do you really want to spend more years doing that? What's the likelihood you're going to stay accountable and really do it? What's the likelihood you're going to stay in abundance mindset and you're not going to let your mind and your inner bully and what some people have to say or your fear of what people would say and think get in the way, and then you shrink yourself back down and you never show up? What about your tendencies to procrastinate and then you lose focus and that you're unsupervised, you're all over the place because you're a multi-passionate, big creative thinker, and then you end up not following through? All of that is costing you money. All of that is costing you the dream that you want. And isn't it worth it to you to find a way to set things up so that you'll show up and you'll shine and you stack the odds in your favor of it working? This is what the wealthy do. You pay people to show you, to save time, save energy, save you from all the mistakes and the cost of all of that and the accountability. So you have to show up and you have to follow through. The people I even pay on my team, as wonderful as they are, and not that I don't learn things from them and they have wonderful things to contribute, they're paid to stay on top of my ass to go, where is this, Tiffany? We need this, Tiffany. Did you send me the edits, Tiffany? This is happening, Tiffany. I need that because me just being self-reliant on myself, I can kick the can down the road like the best of them. It's not like I'm some more focused, disciplined, motivated person. I'm not. And you guys should know this by now. I really am type C for type chill. Okay. Like I am not a type A, super high energy person. I wish I was. And because I know myself, and this is another key thing that wealthy people do, is to know thyself and know your limitations and know your strength and be brutally honest about it. And then put things in place so that you have guardrails, so that you end up at your goal. You have these bumpers set up so you can't go off the rails. There is only one direction you're going to go in, and that is the land of the money-making land of where you want to end up, the land of success, the land of completion, the land of following through, the abundance zone. I know that I'm highly unorganized and I fucking hate organizing things, but my Virgo ass loves when things are organized. It makes me feel more abundant. It makes me feel more clear headed. It makes me feel more creative. So it's worth it for me to pay people to organize things for me, because if I tell myself that I need to do it, I never do it. And then I go off into never, never land and nothing ever happens. I also know that I need to have multiple things in place to keep me with my eye on the prize of something that I'm launching, something that I'm putting out, something that's important to me, because it's vulnerable to put out an offer. It's vulnerable to put out a product. It's vulnerable to create this planner and put it out into the world. It was vulnerable to create the Posse. It was vulnerable to create this podcast. And when we are vulnerable, and I'll speak for myself here, how do you act when you're vulnerable? What kind of shit comes up for you? What kind of behaviors do you go into? We all do it. My hiding behaviors are, I can say, oh, I don't have that much energy. I don't feel that motivated today. I'm not thinking clearly. I'll wait until I'm feeling more clear-headed and more peppy, and then I'll do it. And then the next day comes and I don't feel that way. And then the next day comes and I'm waiting to feel like it. And then that day never comes. And then I get shame. And then I'm mad at myself. And then that brings my energy lower. I know that me left to my own is not a good plan. And quite frankly, it's not for 99.9% of the world. Okay. It's not like something's wrong with you. I mean, you are crazy, but it's not like something's wrong with you. We all need accountability to stay on track. So then you have to ask yourself, what is going to make me show up and stay on track? What sets me up for success, and what is something that pulls me off course? What sets me up is I have to spend money that I'd be uncomfortable losing or wasting. That is how I use the energy of money to get me to do things. That's why I'm telling a lot of you guys, you should do the annual membership in the Posse, because you're putting more money up front, even though over the course of a year, you end up saving more money, right? Because you get 2 months free, but you're putting more up front and you're not going to want to waste that money. And that's going to make you show up and take this seriously. If you just do a little boop and a little toe dip and a little, that's like joining an $8 a month membership. There's a place called Planet Fitness. I don't know if they have them all across the US. I don't believe they're international. It's $8 a month. Imagine something being like €8 a month. I don't feel so bad if I don't go to that gym. I'm losing $8. This is not a big deal. That's not going to get me to show up. Me having an accountability workout partner, I might feel bad. I don't want to like leave my friend hanging, but my friend would understand. And my friend's really not going to get that mad at me because this is a friend and that would make our friendship awkward. So that's another lie. And that's not enough. So what do you need to do to show up? Do you need to join the fancy gym? Do you need to hire the fitness coach? Do you need to put so much on the line that you can't not show up? And if you're not willing to put enough on the line where it makes you uncomfortable, where it gives you that, oh shit, I'm really doing this feeling, then it's not going to happen. It's just not. I had 10 years go by where this did not happen. This podcast didn't happen. And I'm a professionally trained newscaster. Okay. It didn't matter that I had money in the bank. It didn't matter that I actually know how to produce a show and I think I'm slightly entertaining and I know how to talk. It didn't matter because of all the noise in my head and all the programming and who's going to listen to me. And I was already kind of comfortable, right? My other business is already a lucrative business. I wasn't really fulfilled, but I was already comfortable. When you're in an area of true discomfort and pain, and you're like, I can't fucking do this anymore. I'm so sick of myself. I'm so sick and tired of being in this circumstance. I'm so sick and tired of having this dream and this vision of writing a book, of doing a podcast, of growing my business, of starting this thing, and then not fucking doing it. At some point, I'd like to think that you realize, oh my God, I am wasting so much time and energy that I'll never be able to get back. I need to fucking do something about this. And then while you're doing it and while you're in action, that's when we deal with all the noise coming up. It's not one or the other. And that's one of the last points that I want to make in terms of the secrets of the wealthy that no one talks about. And there's quite a few more. So if you want part 2 of this episode, please let me know by taking a screenshot of the show, sharing it, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, tag me at ProjectME with Tiffany, leave a 5-star review of the podcast on Apple Podcasts, tap the 5-star on Spotify, leave a comment in ProjectME TV. If you're watching the episode, I just didn't want to give you too many things at once, because I also know too many things at once that will just feed into your, oh my God, there's so many things I have to do to be wealthy, and I'm not playing this game with you. Okay. So this thing that I really want you to grasp is that you have to make a determination that you are responsible for your own life, no one else. And if where you're at in life and what you're earning and what you're making and who you're helping and how you're contributing to the greater good and who your kids are watching you be and the legacy that you want to leave, if you don't like where you're at right now, then you have to make a move. There is no one coming, and you could sit there and blame it on your trauma. You could blame it on your anxiety. You can blame it on your Aunt Sally. You could blame it on your annoying husband. You could blame it on your narcissistic ex. You can do that all you want, but you lose. You end up in broke town. You end up emotionally bankrupt. You end up spiritually bankrupt. You end up just unfulfilled. And it's your job to say, you know what? I am taking charge of my life. I am doing this thing. Why wouldn't I bet on myself for once? I've served other people's dreams and other people's visions. And you can be serving other people's dreams and visions while betting on yourself. This either or shit is killing you. This black and white thinking, which I can fall into as well. It's definitely a fear response. It's a trauma response where it's either or. I either have money to do it or I don't. I have the time, I don't have time. I know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm overwhelmed, I'm motivated, I'm focused, I'm all over the place. It's like you can pursue your thing that you want to do and take actions while dealing with all the bullshit that comes up in your mind and all the emotional stuff. We do them at the same time. This is what makes my membership, my programs, my courses, my coaching, my teachings so unique. Is we're in money making, money generating strategy while managing the insanity, the self doubt, the self deprecation, the money noise, all the nonsense, the scarcity, the fears that come up with your mind. We do both at the same time, because the only way to build true self worth, true confidence in yourself, true empowerment is by you taking action and showing up for what you want, regardless. Whether it's a day where you feel like shit, it's a day where you feel meh, it's a day you feel amazing. There is no other way around it. You waiting to feel a certain way, you waiting to have a certain amount of money, you waiting to be married, you're waiting for your kids to be, oh, you're going to wait your way to the grave. You're just kicking the can down the road. And if you are okay with that, I'm okay with that for you. But my guess is you wouldn't be listening to this show if you were okay with that anymore. Don't you think it's time to bet on yourself? I do. Aren't you someone worth betting on? Aren't you someone that you're going to be the type of person that actually shows up for your dreams and shows up for what you want? Wouldn't that feel good, knowing that you were ending a month, or you were ending even this year, knowing I ended 2024, as much of a shit show wild ride as this year has been, and it has been, I know that I'm ending the year where I am taking actions, and I have taken action, and I'm committed, and I'm showing up for myself in a bigger, bolder way than I ever have before. That would make up for all of the shit and all of the drama and all the pain and all the growth shit that has gone on this year. Don't you want that for yourself? Don't you think you're worthy of it? Wouldn't you want that for your kids? Wouldn't you want that for your friends and for your loved ones? but only you can give that to yourself. I'm here to be your guide. I'm here to show you the way, but you have to have the willingness. You have to take the action. Go join the posse. You'll see what I mean. ProjectMeWithTiffany.com/Black Friday 24. Hurry up. First 33 people only. Get my brand new In the Abundance Zone 90-day planner and guide. Plus, you're also getting a really fun sticker pack that goes with it. You're getting my abundance shower and bath guided meditations. You're getting my launch masterclass, my ideal client magnifier, and so much more. All the details are on the page. You have the annual option, the month to month option. Do not wait. Make a move that's going to set you up to change your life. Otherwise, you're making a move that's going to set you up to stay exactly in place. And do you really want to end your year that way? Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you.